Can you build a gaming PC for less than $450? Today I'm going to show you how. I ended up getting all these parts for $431.12 before shipping and taxes. I grabbed a Ryzen 5 5600G for $110.17, and I will be using the stock cooler it comes with. At this budget, the iGPU will be utilized as our graphics processor. For storage, I went with a Crucial P3 500GB M.2 SSD for $32.99. You really don't want less than 500 gigabytes of storage these days. For RAM, I went with a 16GB G.Skill Ripjaws kit at 3600 megahertz for $49.99. I grabbed a Gigabyte B550M DS3H Micro ATX motherboard for $99.99. And to power everything, I went a little overkill on the PSU. I used an EVGA 750 G5 Gold power supply. These have gone on sale for as little as $87.99. And instead of paying $50 for a Braun 550 watt unit, I think the extra $40 would be well spent on something like this. It will allow plenty of room to upgrade to a much more powerful graphics card without worrying later on. Finally, the case I went with was the Deepcool Matrix 43FS for $49.99. It comes with 3 fans, which meant I didn't have to purchase any separately, and it's got a nice tempered glass panel. Let's get it all put together and then run some benchmarks. So I had some issues getting the RAM kit to run at 3600 megahertz. I tested it in another system and it works fine. So I swapped in another kit with the same timings, but it was a 32 gigabyte kit, and for some reason that one worked fine running at 3600 megahertz. I'm not sure why the original kit didn't get along with the motherboard and CPU, but I don't think it will affect the benchmarks too much to have a 32 gigabyte kit instead of 16 gigabytes because the timings are the same. Starting off light, we have Rocket League, which got 60 frames per second average with 1% lows of 28. The iGPU was definitely working hard, but this was playable. I then went into PUBG and got 75 frames per second on average with 1% lows of 45 with very low graphic settings. Definitely playable as well, but maybe not the best experience. Shadow of the Tomb Raider got 33 frames per second on average with 1% lows of 27 at the lowest graphic settings. Red Dead Redemption 2 got 29 frames per second on average with 1% lows of 25 at low graphic settings. Finally, Modern Warfare 2 saw 53 frames per second on average with 1% lows of 37 at the minimum graphic settings. I had a recording issue and lost most of the footage later on, so this footage is right from the start of testing, but here's the Riva Tuner benchmark results. Overall, not bad results. You are definitely going to be happier in esports and older titles, but this will get you started and leaves plenty of room to add in a dedicated graphics card later on. Stay tuned for a video upgrading this computer. If you enjoyed this video, you may like my video on upgrading a pre-built PC.